For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the whatever show this is, the Focus Show. My guest here is giving us a hard time moving the props around. Jennifer MacDonald is coming up next. We've got a nice show lined up for you today. We've got information from the First United Methodist Church about a new fashion show they got coming. And then the original Shrek, the man himself, Shawn Michaels from WBTI, who's going to be performing soon at the Riverbank Theater in Marine City. He's going to be here and he'll be enjoying the show. But let's begin with a friend by the name of Jennifer MacDonald, who just had a really successful banquet at the Solitudes in whatever township that is.
Kimball Township.
Kimball Township. Mm-hmm. Talk to me again about the beautiful job that you do at Blue Water Pregnancy Center. How's everything going?
Great. Well, the Blue Water Pregnancy Care Center, we help women and men experiencing unplanned pregnancy, and we serve all of St. Clair County. Last year we helped over 1,300 moms, babies, and dads.
Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible. And we do it all without any debt, without any government funding, only through donations. So our banquet last week at Solitude Links was to share what we do, right, and to raise funds. You
sort of had a year-end kind of report kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. You talked about the positives and the negatives of what's going on in the Blue Water area with reference to pregnancy. You had what, a couple hundred people?
Over 300, closer to 350.
Great support.
So, yeah.
Lots of churches, lots of individuals.
A lot of individuals. Mm-hmm.
And that funds your part of your
the medical
year.
Clinic. Yep.
That's just super.
So, because we offer pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, parenting education, prenatal education. We have men that work there to talk to the guys, man to man, and encourage them to be involved as good dads. And we help with baby supplies that the parents earn through the parenting classes.
Great.
So along with a whole list of other things.
You're always looking for volunteers.
Always. We have actually our volunteer training starting up this week, and so we're that's about 3 evenings over the course of a few weeks.
If Jared will throw up your webpage, people can go to your webpage and they'll see all the telephone numbers and the addresses and all that kind of good stuff. Emails. That's a good-looking website. There it is right there.
Oh, yeah.
Pregnancy Care Center, and the volunteer thing is right there, isn't it?
It is.
For volunteers. And what's the web page?
BlueWaterBabies.org.
Oh, that's nice, simple.
BlueWaterBabies.org.
Okay.
Very easy.
But you're here to talk about the talk.
Yes.
Which is always a really difficult thing for a lot of people to go through. The talk, it's difficult to speak to your children about. The event is going to be Monday, March 27th, which is around the corner. The whole sex talk program presented by Blue Water Pregnancy Care Center. What's this all about?
Well, the whole sex talk is about helping parents and grandparents of children talk to their kids about sex. And it's not a biology lesson, but it's really about transferring your values and equipping your children in healthy relationships for themselves and their future.
They do have some sex education in the schools, right?
Yeah, it's more biology based, and we're not going to cover biology at the Pregnancy Center. It's really helping parents with questions like, what is true love? Do boys and girls as teenagers see love differently, and maybe even as adults differently than the opposite sex? I have a list of questions to ask your kids over a period of time. And the talk really is a misnomer because it's a series of talks that you really need to have with your kids. And kids listen to their parents. I know they act like they don't, but they do, and they have a profound impact on how their children take things in. And we can't neglect to talk to our kids about what's most important to us. And that's not just about sex and healthy relationships, but really about everything.
Who's invited to this? Just the parents?
We really want to encourage parents to come. It is not really for children, although there's certainly nothing in it that would be inappropriate. It's appropriate for all ages, but really we want to target parents and grandparents of kids from the ages of 6 to 20 so that they can help start preparing themselves. I mean, obviously a 6-year-old's a little bit too young to talk a lot about sex, but if a child comes home and says, where do I come from? if they're 6 years old, they're probably not asking for the whole detail of
Right.
everything. They maybe just want to know that they came from Chicago or
Right.
or Detroit or Port
Right.
Huron. So
We adopted our daughter, and I always tell her she came in a Carmen Ghia.
Yep.
The foster parent brought her to our house in a Carmen Ghia. So
yep, the Storks brought her.
that's right. No, it wasn't the story. It was Carmen Ghia, a little
Yep.
car. Go ahead.
Oh, and so it's at Community Foundation on Monday
Oh,
the 27th.
that's where it's going to be at the
Yep.
at the Community Foundation right downtown
Yep.
Port Huron, in that new facility. Or it's
It's a
an old
beautiful-
bank. Yeah.
Beautiful. They've done a great
Did
job
they do
with
it?
renovation.
I haven't been in there yet. And that's at 500 Water Street, right at the corner of the old Michigan National and the Times Herald building, right behind it there. So it's very easy to find, plenty of parking.
Right.
Is there any cost to this?
There's no cost. It's free. We'll have light refreshments. But it's really, and there's no discussion biology. It's really about helping to know what's going on with teens today. And there's some new languages, new lingo to be aware of, and to help just be aware that that parents do have an impact and how to start those conversations.
Okay, great. Her name is Jennifer MacDonald. She is the executive director of the Blue Water Pregnancy Care Center on Griswold in Port Huron, and she does wonderful work along with a bunch of volunteers.
Amen.
Amen. We'll have her back again, and have her back many times. She's a good guest and a good person. Coming up next, we've got the First United Methodist Church got a new project. They're going to tell us all about it in just a second. At the top of the hill is a very busy place. Reverend Margie Crawford. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the Focus Show.
Thank you.
You brought along a bodyguard.
Yes, I did.
Betty Frogger, nice to
Yep.
see you. Nice to meet you. Nice to welcome to the Focus Show.
Thank you.
You two have a very active church, First United Methodist Church.
Yes.
The top of the hill. And talk to me about what's happening there and what's coming up.
Well, we're doing all things in all ways. We are doing the Body Recall, which is an exercise program for
Okay.
our seniors, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Wonderful.
And we're looking for ways to reach out to the community, which is why we're here today, because Betty's going to talk about a fashion show that's coming up.
Before she starts, let's go back to Body Recall.
Yes.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 o'clock. It's about an hour and a half?
About an hour.
About an hour?
2 classes, 9 and 10.
And is there a cost to it, or is there a...
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's a great answer.
Yes, it's hosted by the YMCA, so I don't
Oh,
know if
the Y puts it on. And it's called Body Recall.
Yes.
Okay. So would you register through the Y or through the church?
I think if you come to the church, we can get that taken care of.
Okay. And any age requirement or?
No,
not?
they've invited me to come, but unfortunately I can never be there, so.
Well, you're praying at that time of the day.
Yes.
There you go. I covered you.
Thank you.
Betty, you have a hat on which is optional in this brochure here.
Yeah,
Because it's all about a spring fashion show.
Correct.
What's happening?
so we're going to invite Hers Apparel to come and
Okay.
show some of their fashions. We have local ladies that are going to model the clothing from Hers.
Okay.
And we have a member of our church, her daughter makes jewelry, and the jewelry will
Wow.
be worn by some of the models and also on display. And then always when you dress, your undergarments are very important. So we
Right.
have someone that's going to present some undergarments for us too.
Wonderful,
We're
wonderful.
serving appetizers, dessert, and punch, and we're going to have a good time. You can come and dress up, wear a hat, don't wear a hat, bring your friends. So tickets are on sale right now. They're $15.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No,
For lunch, dessert, and punch.
actually it's going to be
Or not
evening.
it's appetizers, not
Yeah,
lunch.
appetizers, yep.
Okay.
It's going to be in the evening on April 5th. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. And you can purchase tickets either at Hers or by calling my number, which is 810-841-5288.
All right, so it's an easy number, 841-5288.
Yep.
So Joelle and Strzelecki and Kim Eberhard will be having the fashion and the undergarment essential Essential body wear. I like the way that's
Yep,
called.
and Amy is the daughter of one of our church members, and she's got the jewelry.
Great. Now, this is the first year for this.
Yes, yes.
And it's a great idea and a great time of year to do it. So you'll have spring and summer fashions?
Yes, and this is actually, it's a fundraiser for our United Methodist Women. That's the group that's putting it on, so we do mission work for the local area and beyond. So it's a good way to get people
Is
into
that
the
the
church.
group that went to Haiti a few years ago?
No, that's a different mission group.
Different mission group.
Right.
Okay. Tickets are $15. Not bad at all. You can get them at hers. Or we'll do the number again. But
Okay.
So the congregation is active, alive, and well.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Anything else we got to know about? How's your puzzles coming along?
My puzzles are coming along slowly but surely.
You had a pretty big one there that we
Yeah, still working on the
featured.
next 32,000.
32,000 pieces.
Yep, it's
That's
a quarter
just
of the way done.
Well, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be home working.
Betty invited me to come.
Oh, okay. We'll let her do that. So the Spring Fashion Show, Wednesday, April the 5th. Do they have to call and make reservations?
They do have to get their tickets ahead of time, so they can either call me or go to hers and get the ticket.
Okay, and it's
yeah.
area code 810-841-5288. An
Yes.
easy number to
Yeah.
remember and dial there. Or go to see Joellen and anybody at hers fashions.
Right.
Okay, did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
No, I think we're good.
See, that was easy,
Yep.
Betty. That wasn't a problem.
Thank you.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's always good to see you. The play is called Shrek The Musical, and you should come and see it at the Riverbank. That's the invitation. Brittany Smith is here now, so we can have Shrek come out of his shadow in just a minute. Welcome back. There is a big play, a big movie. It's called Shrek. Shrek the Musical. And it's coming to town. It's coming to Marine City, downtown Riverbank Theater. Brittany Smith and Sean the Man Michaels. Welcome back to Focus Set. Nice to see you. Oh, maybe a year. You were here because you were going to do the play at McMorran.
Yes, that play. And it turned out very well. It was the best play we ever did.
4 people in the audience.
That's right.
4 people. They were short people, but they applauded real loud. The horror show.
Yes.
See, now you can't remember it.
Yes,
Which makes me feel a lot better.
I'm completely blanking now.
I like that. Nice to see you. WBTI, great radio station, and you are there every day.
Yes. Well, not anymore. I was off the air December 2015.
Oh.
I work in management now.
Oh, excuse me. I guess I don't listen to that station very often. I'm an aficionado of Paul Miller, the older crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
That's old people that listen to news,
And important stuff.
important stuff.
Not silly stuff.
Right. Well, you were at great silly stuff. Mm-hmm. You brought along Brittany Smith, who's been here many times with Riverbank.
Yep.
But let's get talking about the new play, the new musical. What's going on?
Well, we're doing Shrek the Musical from March 24th to April 9th at the Riverbank. And we're just finishing up rehearsals. Things are going really well, and we're excited to get the show open.
Oh, yeah.
You said before I went on the air that this was a role you wanted to play forever.
Not initially. 2011, real quick story.
Take all the time you
In
want.
Pittsburgh for my nephew's wedding. My wife and I
How
were
was the
walking-
wedding?
Oh, the wedding was lovely. Oh, it was very nice. So we're doing some touristy stuff, and we pick up a brochure, and here's one about their local theater. And there's the group doing Shrek, and she points at the guy, and she says, "You should play this." And I'm like, "I'm not playing Shrek. That's ridiculous." And then it festered in my brain over the years, and I was like, I'm kind of built for the parts. And then the opportunity came on board, and I went nuts, and I prepped for it. That was I prepped for it the hardest of any audition I ever had.
And he came right in and nailed it. So
yeah.
there you go.
And it's just, I've been waiting to do a show at the Riverbank. I've seen a lot of my friends going there, and I'm like, finally, I get to work with Brittany and Aaron and Kathy and the whole gang.
It's a great crew down there, isn't it?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Those 2 people, Tom and Kathy Burton, certainly had an inspiration when they decided to come to Marine City, and with the snug and 90 seats, and from there because of their effort and their push, it's really succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's going to continue for the years to come. So we're lucky we've got them.
Yeah.
We're lucky we've got them. How many people in the cast? Tell me about the show.
Let's see. I think there are 18.
Yeah, that's
Total?
about right.
I think.
I'm looking at us doing a big dance number and going,
Yes.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
And most everyone, aside from us, because we're lucky, but no, lots of the ensemble plays multiple characters.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they'll play a fairy tale creature, and then they'll come in as a dulak dancer, and so it's very
There's quite a
fun.
few quick change costumes
Yeah.
backstage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's the cast.
There's the crowd, yeah.
The crowd is there.
There we are.
And you guys look like you're having fun even rehearsing.
Oh yeah.
When we had our very first read through of the script, it took about 3 hours because we were all laughing at the script. It's really funny, and even though it's the kids' show, this is very funny for grown-ups.
Yeah.
It's really hysterical, and we're still getting over some of the jokes that are in the show.
I used to love Robin Williams when he'd be in some of those movies. It was always double meaning stuff, and it was great stuff, and great, very humorous and enjoyable. So this is probably the similar kind of humor, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Some for the kids and some for the adults.
Well, the green ears, you wear those all the time. That's just not unusual.
This is the very basic set of ears that I'll be wearing. There's something much more complicated, but we don't want to give anything
okay.
away.
All
from the
right.
show.
That's fine. That's fine.
But all the
Yeah.
kids will be able to get these when they come
Oh,
to
good.
the show for a very good
Souvenirs.
reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
$5.
$5? That's
yeah.
great.
Take a little Shrek ear home.
And
Yeah.
it goes to a good cause.
Yes.
Right.
Riverbank Youth Theater. So.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we're familiar with that. That's great.
Yeah.
There's another picture I think you had there too back, Jared, which showed these two characters rehearsing. You got that picture up? There it is. Look at that seriousness.
That was when we first looked at one of the songs and said, oh my. Oh my.
That's great.
Yes, we sing a duet that is
many-
wordy, and he's singing one part and I sing the other one. So that was.
How many songs in the play?
Oh gosh.
A bunch?
Yes.
According to our book, there's like 61 of them. But I don't know how many songs there are. But we have a song where we kind of reach a very antagonistic kind of thing, and then it kind of turns around to, hey, you're kind of interesting. So it's the turning point
They
of the
realize
show.
they have something in common.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. It's coming March 24th through April the 9th. There are performances on Fridays and Saturdays.
Friday,
and
Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday
Yep.
matinees.
And there's one Thursday on the last weekend. So.
Okay. Is there Saturday matinees too? Or just Sunday?
Yes. Yep. And you can go on the website, Riverbank Theater. All the shows are listed, and grab your tickets soon because they're going.
Yep. Jared, throw up there it is. The
Yeah.
Riverbank.
Yep.
That's a great website, and you
It's
can
a
get
wonderful likeness of the both of us, too.
Yes.
Right.
You can really...
See
Right.
the silhouette? Yeah.
the ears, right? And that's you are typecast in this young man. You'll never be able to do another horror, or whatever that movie was.
Oh, there's always something I can
There's
do.
always something you can do. And now that you're in management, you'll have the time.
That's right. Absolutely.
Coming up after this, what's happening?
Next is Little Women. It's
That's a
at-
musical too, though.
Yes, it is. Beautiful music. It's going to be at the Snug Theater for 2 weeks in May.
Oh, they're Little Women, so Little Theater. There's that drum guy again. And then after that?
And then after that, we're doing Sister Act at the Riverbank throughout July. And Anita Newby is our Dolores. I'm sure you know. We would recognize
Yeah.
her. She's great. And we're finishing up casting for that one this next month. So, yeah.
That's great. A lot of wonderful things happening. And as I go to Mass at Holy Cross on Sundays, the hotel is just coming along
It's coming along.
day by day. It's
Yeah.
just wonderful. They got the shingles on the roof,
Very exciting.
and it's going to be great to see.
Yeah.
One or two of the condos are sold.
I think so, yeah.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Just marvelous. Great things. Brittany,
Thanks for
it's
having
always
us.
a pleasure seeing you. Always a pleasure seeing you, young man. You're
you.
looking good. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.